we live? Check. Checkity doodah. I think we might be live. Needs to be an easy way to check that you're actually live. Feedback and all that sort of stuff. Let's have a look. Live scope draw. There it is. EEVblog2. Mute. There we go. Hello, people. Hey, everyone. Hey. We're live. Is my audio good? Audio, video good? Give me a thumbs up. How can I pop out the chat? Hang on. Vblog. What am I doing? YouTube.com EEVblog2. Okay, I'll just get this out of here. And excuse the housekeeping. I'll be with you in a second. I need to call up that. Excuse the housekeeping. I'll be with you in a second. Mute myself. Don't want my annoying voice coming up. And let me just pop the chat out. How do I pop out chat? Pop out chat. Ta-da! There we go. Alright. Thanks for joining me. 19 thumbs up already. Haven't done anything. 121 people. Oh, I love YouTube Live. You can just go live and people turn up. People actually get notified. Wow. Yeah, a thumbs up. Audio's good. Yeah, thank you. Excellent. I knew it is. I'm getting reasonable at this now. As long as it comes up on XSplit here. My little... but sometimes I goof it up. I mix in the... here we go. Woo! There it is. That's spooky. I mix in the... I don't have the muted thing turned on. I don't like the the system audio mix. Sometimes I have that turned on and some YouTube videos playing in the background in one of the 50 tabs I keep open, and it automatically gets linked into my recorded over my videos and I don't realize it. Not the first time that's happened. Anyway, all right, thanks for joining me. We're going to do some scope draws because we're going to give away a Keysight InfiniVision 3 Keysight InfiniVision 1000X series scopes. But sorry, not to people watching now, unless you've already entered. But fully optioned up, the 100 meg 4-channel with function gen, 20 meg function gen. It's awesome. Because the video I did previously, that was, where is it? Hang on. Get there eventually. All right. Yeah, the video I did previously, I drew it previously, and the person never contacted me. And there's most of the time there's no way, unless it's like a prominent YouTuber or whatever, there's no way to actually. They've got an account that has nothing, no contact information, no nothing. So I'm going to redraw. I'm going to redraw that one. Plus, I'm going to redraw my patron supporter one. So if you're not a patron supporter, you wouldn't have heard about it, and you wouldn't have been able to enter. And my forum supporters as well. So there you go. So I'm going to redraw them all. Anyway, so yes, 1000X scope. Oh, look. Symmetrical oscilloscopes stacking. No human could stack oscilloscopes like that. Not possible. Everyone gets the reference, I'm sure. If you don't, you should be ashamed of yourself. All right. Yeah, all right, let's do this. Let's do this. So first of all, here we go. Here's my existing video. There's like 5,000 comments in it. Over 5,000 people entered. Brilliant. And so let's draw it. I'm just going to draw another one. And look, if this doesn't work again, if it's a nobody who's got no contactable information on their YouTube profile or whatever, I don't know, I might just give up and give it away to another forum supporter or something. I don't know. It's getting frustrating. It's just getting totally frustrating. Or maybe I could do a live draw now. Maybe I could do like a, if it doesn't, oh no, I can't because I've got to wait until they contact me. Sorry, I was going to say like, you know, people in the comments now, maybe I could just, you know, tell me the number I'm thinking of in my head. And if you get it, you... Peter Venkman. That ties into the joke before. All right, so we're going to pick a winner. Pick a winner. Running a contest on this video. It's not a contest, it's just a giveaway. Click the button. I found it in my dumpster, you know. Click the button below to pick a random commenter. Here we go. Here we go. 42. Yeah, everyone's doing 42. I wouldn't make it that obvious. Would not make it that obvious. Here we go. Drum roll. I knocked on wood, so it's all going to fail. Or it doesn't fail. You have to knock on wood. Where did that come from? Knock on wood. Someone Google it. All right. Here we go. Pick a winner. Oh, right. I should do one just in case as a backup. But then I get like oh no. Then the person would know and they'd have to contact me. Oh, it's all too hard. Pick a winner. Shut up, Dave. Here it goes. Taking its fat time. Hey, even got a photo. Andreas Philippe Cruz Bernal. I want to update my old oscilloscope. I hope to win. Good on ya, Andre Philippe. He's got 8 subscribers. 8 subscribers, no videos. Contact me. Like you've got like a couple of days or something. Maybe is there like a Google Plus profile or something? I don't know. Can you contact people through Google Plus? You probably have to follow them and then do something, right? Last post in 2013, 2014. Yeah, that's the last time I used Google Plus too. What a load of crap. No thanks. Bugger off. Don't even know what it was, but bugger off. All right. So, yeah, all right. I'll try and... What if I click on... Can I click on the user? I don't know. How does it work? On Twitter. Hey, there you go. Electronilab.co. Is that his website? Cool. All right. He's on Twitter. Maybe I can contact him live now. Electronilab. Is that his website? Looks commercial. No? Surely is he running this Electronilab website? Andreas Cruz. There you go. Awesome. He's from Colombia. Hope they don't have any import problems. There you go. What I'll do is he follows me. He follows me. I'll go on Twitter right now. Hang on, I'll do it in another tab. Hey, maybe I should have done this last time. No, I don't think the person had a thing last time. Anyway, screws. My live video now. You won a scope. Hang on, I'm just tweeting it. And where's the bloody link to this thing? I got too many 3 windows, too many tabs and crap open. Hang on. God, too many things open. No, it's not that. Sorry, this is an absolute mess. Here we go. Nah, I'm good. All right. There you go. I've tweeted him. There you go. That kind of works. Surely he's going to see it now. He follows me. Good on you, Andre. I doubt if he's awake. Ah, yeah, what is it in Colombia? What time is it? Anyone? Timeanddate.com in Colombia? He's probably asleep. Middle click on links, Dave. What's middle click? Ah, right. Yeah, everyone says that. Shut up. I don't like the middle click thing. I don't know. It's just habit. 1:44 a.m. He's a nerd. He'll be up. Right. Follows the EEV blog. Got to be a nerd. I went to bed at like 3 a.m. the other morning. Yeah. Careful, don't show pictures of Earth or you'll get a copyright strike. Yep. Hey, yeah, I don't have to. Apparently, I don't have to dick around trying to get the screen, the live chat window thing here. I don't have to dick around doing that. Basically, which is trying to get the live chat into the screen capture, because YouTube has it on the side anyway. It's a new feature thing apparently. So when you play back the video, it's got the chat on the side. So apparently I don't have to do that. Anyway, good on you, Andre. Right, next. That's done. All right. Now I've got the supporters. Yes, I have logged out so it doesn't show people's IP address. Luckily. See, I'm thinking. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. I see, now I can't see my damn chat window now. I have to get rid of it. There we go. All right. It's 2:30 a.m. and you're still awake. Omnipotent. Anyway, has he turned up? Scream at me in the chat if he's turned up. All right, so supporters, there weren't many. There was only like 4 pages. There's like 70 or something. There's not many. So here we go. I'm going to give away a scope to my forum supporters, which are either paid supporters, like patrons, also get the forum supporter access for free, or you get to 1,000 posts. If you get to 1,000 posts on the EEV blog forum, you automatically get access to the private supporters forum section, and this is where the contest was. But the Wobulator program couldn't because it's not logged. It doesn't have a login feature. It can only view public threads. So I had to move it from the thread from the supporter section to the public section, contest section, before I could run the Wobulator program. So here it is. Here's all the people. It'll take me out of it. So there's not many. So this is a really good chance. 77. This is a really good chance to win a scope. Wow. Awesome. So, sorry, it's not Rollycat. Sorry, Rollycat. Your name could come up again. I was just testing. I know that's unfair. People scream, that's unfair. It's unfair. Doxed. Nobody's been doxed. IP doxed. What? I didn't IP dox myself, did I? Surely not. No, I haven't, have I? No, I've done nothing. Pretty sure I've hidden my IP. Happened before. Somebody, I showed my IP address. Mistakenly showed my IP address during a live show and got shut down. Somebody did an instant DDoS attack and a denial of service attack, and just the feed just went down. It just killed me. Yep. So yep. Somebody had fun. No, it didn't. Someone. You did. What? No, I haven't showed my IP. People do it because they're, I don't know, 40-year-old virgins in their mum's basement with nothing better to do. Yeah, anyway. All right. Here we go. I'm going to run. So I'm going to go filter. There are 76 posters matching the filter criteria. Start the draw. Yes. Okay, 1 chance in 76 to win the scope. Wow. Okay, start the draw, yes. So it just goes through and through. Start scrolling through all the names. And I'm going to close my eyes and hit draw. Here we go. Winner, winner, chicken dinner is... Yannick. Good on you, Yannick. From Germany. Oh, could be screwed in Germany. Oh, customs there. Oh, man. They're militant. Anyway, Yannick, congratulations. I'll contact Yannick. Better write this crap down. No, I've already got it. But just in case I'm dumb enough to shut it down, don't have to rewatch my own videos. Always have to rewatch my own videos to get stuff sometimes. It's embarrassing. All right. Congratulations, Yannick. I'll contact you. And send it to me. All right, giveaway is on the right. Forum supporters, patrons, here we go. What I've got is hang on. Ta-da! I have a spreadsheet. I have a spreadsheet of all of the comments here. I think there were 1,200 of them. There it is. So I'm just going to say between 1198. Okay, so there's 1198. So what I'm going to do is there's 3 lines for each person. It has their name. It has the text, and then how many days ago it was posted. So I'm going to, and it works by having, just so I get it right, the name is the first one. Okay, name is the first one. So, right. So what I'm going to do is 1198. Go over to random.org. 1198. And I'm going to generate a random number using random.org. However they do it. I don't know. They've got some super whiz-bang thing, hardware thing to do it, don't they? Anyway, I'm going to pick a number and then go to that row in the spreadsheet. And if that row is you win. So here you go. Generate. Don't dig around. 745. Congratulations. Number 745. $745. Come on, 745 is Ian White. Good on you, Ian. Winner, chicken dinner. Ian with an extra I. And I'll copy the link, and I will contact Ian, because the good thing about Patreon is that anyway, yeah, I'll copy it after this. So, Ian White. Awesome. There you go, 3 scopes. That was exciting. Ian White's name's familiar. Probably from comments or whatnot. Or just from, I know him as a patron. I've got like 1,500. How many patrons have I got? Like 1,500 or something? Something like that. And only, I've got like 1,500 or something, and like 1,100 entered. So that's not bad. It's not too shabby at all. Those 3 people win a shiny, well, it's kind of got a dumpster smell to it, Infinivision 1000X scope, fully loaded, and you've only got 1, so you can't stack them like that. That'd be awesome. Anyway, congrats, all the winners. There you go, that's it. It's all done. Alright, what else? Nothing. I should stop the video now. But I won't, because I'm here. Probably, what's the time? It's almost 5 o'clock on a Saturday. Nothing better to do. Well, no. I've got lots of stuff. Should be home with my family or whatnot, but I don't know. Maybe I'll answer questions or whatever. Impromptu live show. Bob is my uncle. I do have an Uncle Bob. Or I used to. He's passed away recently. Uncle Bob. But I had an Uncle Bob. Of course I had an Uncle Bob. Australian. Every Australian's got an Uncle Bob. Live mailbag. Oh, well, yeah, I can do a live mail. The one thing I do have... Oh, this is not going to show in the shot. Hang on. Oh. Oh. Look at that. That is... Oh, hang on. That is signed. That is signed by Drew. And that, and it's individually numbered as well. Oh, that is a... That is not a digital print thing. This is a limited edition signed, numbered screen print. It's a proper screen print of the original painting from Drew. What's his name? Jeez, I forget his last name now. The original guy who painted this, who paints all the Hollywood posters. He did Indiana Jones, Star Wars, and almost Goonies, everything in the 80s. And so, yeah, here's one of it. Here you go. Goonies. That came with it. There you go. It's one of his paintings. Cool bananas. And, don't know what that one is. You know, some kid's animated thing. Anyway, it's awesome. And it's mine. Oh, I just stood on. What did I stand on? This happens in the EEVblog office. I just stood on a current measurement interface box, and it hurt because I got bare feet. There's something stuck to my bare feet. What other things have I got on the ground here beside me? I've got a zip drive. Got an iOmega zip drive. I have no idea why an iOmega zip drive is on the floor in my office next to me. I can't remember. And old school interface, old school IDE interface, and so that's the kind of crap. She's, you know, walking around in bare feet, and this is poking up with the big metal. Like, I could step on that crap. We don't care about OH&S here at the EEVblog. Better than stepping on an upturned EEPROM. I've done that. I've stood on dip packaged chips. It's nasty. The truffle shuffle. I have no idea what the truffle shuffle is. No, I haven't spoken to Martin Lawton recently. You were right when you said he was starting his channel back up. Yeah, he started to back up. It was a known thing. Don't have any beer at home. I don't drink beer. You got a couple sitting next to you too? Whacked? Yep. Anyway, I've got that, and I've got... I showed this last time. Probably no point showing it again, but I've got a Tandy 200. Been meaning to do a video on the Tandy 200, but what I want to do is... the plan with this is not just to do a regular video. The plan with this is to actually use the... It works. So the plan with this was to use the internal 300 board... Or did this have a 1200 board modem? The internal modem, and actually call up an old school bulletin board via the phone line. I wanted to see if I could still do it. And I've had a crack at it. I made up the adapter cable that went, you know, because it used a DIN connector on there to do that. And... yeah, That's, hey, hang on. Maybe I could go to... Hey, my full screen? Nah, I don't like full screen. It's my ugly mug. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to do that, but it didn't work. I couldn't get it to, like, you know, I heard the modem sound at the other end, or whatever. I can't do modem sex sound, sorry. I'd never be a modem sex worker. Anyway, when Ben Heck comes down, you can have a solder off. Yeah. Was the Ben Heck thing for real or an April Fool's? It was an April Fool's, Neuromod. I normally don't do that. I normally don't say it. I never say it's an April Fool's. But Ben came out a day after, because I guess he's a stickler for the rules. And he announced on Twitter that it was an April Fool's. So it's out, you know. I don't know. I just like people hanging. I still get emails. Like every week I get an email or a comment. All the time. Moving into the Altium building next week. Johnny Be Good backers 121 GW delivery date update. Update. Don't quote me on this. Don't have an exact day, but we've just resolved some things that we were working on, and we are back on track. So I'm about to order, like, I think I've got to order like 1,000 probes or whatever from Bryman to send them to Kane, and then we're basically ready to ship again. We're basically ready to ship. So it's just a logistical thing from here on in, unless another thing comes and bites us in the arse. We've just had a few behind the scenes things, software-y type things that we've been playing around with. Really? You're not typing from a Tandy 200? Jeffrey? No way. I don't know. I couldn't find an Australian BBS. If anyone has an Australian bulletin board, either one yourself or one you know of, and you have the phone number for it that supports, yeah, it's 300 baud. It's got to support 300 baud. A lot of them don't. I tried to call like a US one, and I put in the international dial tone, and I got through. And I could hear the modem at the other end, but it just wouldn't talk. So if anyone knows of an Australian bulletin board, doesn't have to be in Sydney, it can be anywhere in Australia, I guess, just because it's easier, or anyone that definitely has 300 baud BBS support, then please send me an email, david@eevblog.com, with the phone number and the name of the bulletin board. Hello from Romania. Yeah, it was a good April Fool's joke. I'll tell you the story. Just wet myself. Yeah, it was very nice of Ben to do that. My original idea is always at the last minute. Like, it was the last... I suck at coming up with ideas. And so yeah, last minute, I don't know why it popped into my head, but I remembered that Ben was, finishing up his show, and they're holding the Ben Heck contest to do the, to find the new Ben Heck to host the show for Element 14, because they still want to waste, spend their advertising dollars on that. Even though it wasn't really their target market, the gaming modding community that Ben was, mostly his audience was. I'm not sure if there's a huge amount of overlap between his channel and mine, somewhat, because it's more of it's kind of a different market. Anyway, I could set up a BBS on a smartphone. Don't get me distracted. My mind's easily distracted. I wander. I go off onto tangents. What was I talking about? I was talking about the Ben Heck show. Yes. They're finding the new Ben Heck. So I thought, maybe I can do a video that I entered and won the Ben Heck contest, and I'm the new Ben Heck. you know, and I kind of thought that was funny at the time, and I didn't really think about the ramifications of it. I thought that was kind of a funny idea, you know, it'd piss a lot of people off. Yeah, I'm going to be sponsored by Element 14, and I'm going to move over to, you know, yeah, I'm going to be doing the new, you know, but obviously renamed, you know, the Dave Jones Show or something. And so that was the idea, but I thought, no, Ben might not like that. Element 14 might like it, so I'll contact Ben and see what he thinks about it. So I emailed him, and he said, yeah, it's probably not a great, you know, he didn't think it was a great idea, and it might piss off. And of course, just after I emailed him, I realised, yeah, it'd piss off the people who've already entered, because it hasn't been announced yet. The winner hasn't been announced, as far as I'm aware. And so I thought, yeah, no, it's not fair. If I announce on my big channel, I've got a large, you know, base, and everyone's going to, you know, half the people out there might actually believe that I've won it, and it's just not fair to them, and the whole idea fell flat. But then I thought, well, you know, why not that Ben's finishing up the show, he can come join the EEV blog, and then, you know, the dumpster diving thing, boom, and I suggested that, and Ben liked it, and he just at the last minute, seriously, like, it was like 6 hours to midnight or something here, my time, when Ben sent me that video. He made that video and sent it to me. And then it was only like 2 hours, because I released at 9 o'clock here, 9 p.m., which is midnight in Kiritimati. Midnight in Kiritimati. So all those idiots who claim I released it early, no, I didn't. I do know that I have people, I do have at least one viewer, I think, in Kiritimati. So it's like, it's April 1st there. Midnight, April 1st. So, yeah, that's when I released it. So I literally, like, finished at, like, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm uploading it, like, half an hour before or whatever. So it's really last-minute stuff. So, is the 7-segment LCD still alive? Anyway, a lot of people believe that. I thought it was all right. Yes, it's still live. I can't show it to you because the cable's... Oh, it's just not long enough. There it is. There it is. It's still going. It's still going. And the decimal point still turns off and on. It's fine. So maybe, you know, it's still working fine. So... maybe we just should have, like, left the segments on permanently, because if you calculate the, you know, like, I don't think there's any one segment that's always on because of the cycling through, but maybe it's, you know, such low frequency, cycling through every 10 seconds or whatever, that's enough to reverse and do the bias or whatever. Anyway, they've got DC offsets and it's still fine. It's a test. I don't know. I have no idea about the Core i9 series. I heard something about the other day, but I have got no idea otherwise. Fax machines actually speak 300 baud and negotiate a unidirectional higher speed. Aha. I'll trade Donald Trump for that zip drive. I don't even know if it works. I think it does. It was my original zip drive. I don't think I got the click of death. Wasn't it called the click of death? Where these zip drives would fail? And it'd go click, 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 click. And it was some, I don't know, it was some hardware fault or something. Anyway. Oh. What courses do I recommend to get into electronics engineering? Well, if you're doing electronics engineering at university, which I presume is what you're talking about, you're just completing high school, I assume you're... Well, if you're just completed high school, it's too late. You've already... math and... maths, as we say here, maths. But it's a tongue twister. I can't say... I want to say maths, because that's how it's pronounced here in Australia, but it's... My tongue doesn't let me do it. So I kind of cop out a lot of the time and use the American maths. It's too hard. I'm not a linguist. So yes, maths and physics, because there's a lot of both in an EE course, typically. For the first 2 years, that's all it is. So if you don't like maths and you don't like physics, you're going to be screwed. As a lot of people drop out because they don't like doing that, or they're not capable of doing that or whatever. So yeah, you've got to be good at those, because they do, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because I don't know. It's a debate. We've had it a million times on the EEVblog forum. But like I said, like I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've been in the electronics industry, electronics design engineer for, 25 years at least, something like that, in the industry. And I don't believe I have ever had to solve an integral. Not one. Yet that's all you do. And like differential equations and matrices. God, I can't even remember doing a matrice, for example. Like or a Fourier transform, or any of the complex math stuff that you do. It's just there's people that can go their whole career without doing anything more than your basic Ohm's law type stuff. Yet you have to learn all the advanced maths and calculus and physics and all that sort of jazz in EE. But then again, there's others, depends on what field you're in. Others do use advanced maths every day. So, but yeah, it's just the stuff I've worked on, I've never had to. And there's tons of jobs like that. So it's, but that's what they still teach. So, which is not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. I would say most EE jobs probably don't need the advanced maths. You need the concepts and all that sort of stuff, but rarely do you have to go down and solve that sort of level, really. The SpinRite website, SpinRite. Anyone remember SpinRite? Had some info on zip drives and the click of death. Yes, I was right. It is the click of death. Yes, I've done the draw. Isn't worth the extra money. Well, I was going to upgrade my machine, but I got my Xeon machines to boot the new version, update the new version of Windows now, so I'm good. It's back up and running. So once I got past that hiccup of a particular version of Windows 10 that wouldn't update on my particular hardware, my dual Xeon motherboard, which doesn't support Windows 10 officially. So once I got past that, what I had to do is to actually take the hard drive out of here, take it to the lab, whack it in another machine, which had an i7 in it, hook it up to the network, boot it, run the Windows update so it actually updated properly, reboot a couple of times, bring it back here, put it back in this machine, and now re-update a couple of drivers or whatever, and it's back. So I'm good to go. And subsequent Windows updates have worked. So I don't know, there was one that caused the problem. Any more progress on the data I/O? I would like to say there is, but I tried, but my floppy, if you've been following me on Twitter, my floppy drive does not format the 720K. I've got one of those external USB floppy drives, and it does not format the 720K floppy disk required to... Didn't I do an EEVblog2 channel video on that? I don't know. That does not support the 720K format regardless of what I do. Some hardware limitation in it, I don't know. So I can't actually write the boot disk that I need to boot it up. So that's my next step. So I've got to get another floppy drive that probably put it in an old machine. I've got an actual floppy drive, an actual IDE floppy drive, but I've got to find a machine that boots and put it in there and wire it up and whatnot. Yeah. Oh, did I? No, I didn't. I didn't finish up on the 121GW, did I? The update. Did I get distracted? I think I got distracted. Oh, no. I did finish that. Yeah, I did. Yes, we're working. Yeah, we're back on track. Back on track. So it's a logistical thing at the moment. But as soon as we have, like, exact shipping dates, like they say, oh, look, we'll be able to ship, another 500 units on X date, I will tell everyone. I don't just like saying, coming soon, again and again every couple of days. It's just pointless. No, I'll be all alone in the Altium building, Electron Ash. All 10,000 square meters of the Altium building. It's all mine. What's that in square feet? Like 90,000 square feet, is it? 90,000, it'll be all mine. 4 levels, 2 car park levels. It'll be all mine for the bargain basement price of $1 million a year. Yeah, they don't know what type of job you're going to do. So, you know, it's just, look, I've got nothing against learning all the advanced maths in engineering. They should. You won't hear me argue otherwise. It's just, you know, I'm just pointing out a practical reality that most engineers probably will not end up using it, or most of it, I would say, based in my experience in the industry and the companies I've worked at. Other companies, your mileage may totally vary. So, yep. Yeah. What about when is it buyable? People keep asking this. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I thought it was obvious. I can't make the multimeter available for public sale, A, until I have some, and B, until I have fulfilled not only the Great Scott backers, but also the Johnny B. Good backers on Kickstarter. I don't want to be one of those assholes. Even if I had meters sitting here, I wouldn't make them available for general sale. I'd be shipping them to backers of the Kickstarter. Sorry. It's just the way it is. I know that. I know people want to. You know, it's the old Simpsons thing. Take my money. Shut up and take my money. You know, I understand, but I can't. Sorry. I don't do pre-orders. Yeah, 110,000 square feet. My original lab was about 4, maybe 5 square meters. The original EEVblog lab in my garage. I can remember. Anyone remember the video of where I was so desperate for bench space that I installed a bench over my car so that I drove my car in and the nose fitted under the bench. That's how desperate for room I was. I thought that was a genius idea. Oh dear. No job, sorry. Is it reasonable to single source a product like a BLE module? The costs of doing all the certs are huge. Yeah, no, you wouldn't do it yourself. Use an off-the-shelf one. Yeah, you pretty much have to. There's no other choice, really. Yeah, you've got to be locked into the part number. That's probably the, you know, there's not much you can do about it. Unfortunately, because they're all different, aren't they? I don't think any two are like drop-in compatible or anything, like even like, well, maybe like if you're having the BLE like the 121GW multimeter does, it uses the BLE cable replacement, it's called. But even that, the cable replacement thing, which is just like serial in and boom, out. So if it's generic like that, you could in theory change modules. You might have to relay out your board, but you know, or do an adapter board or something to fix that. But you could, in theory, do that. If you just got serial in and boom, you could replace it with any Bluetooth module that would do that, I would guess. But the cable replacement one that the EEVblog2 meter uses, the cable replacement mode, is, I think, a custom, it's not part of the Bluetooth protocol, it's a custom thing for the Blue Giga modules that the 121GW uses. So we're locked into the Blue Giga module. MATLAB code to VHDL, is it a good idea? Oh, sounds pretty dodgy to me. I don't know. Never tried it. It sounds pretty. Sounds like you end up with spaghetti code. So I like, they're two different things. Like I wouldn't even know. Like MATLAB code. Oh right, right. Okay, Raj. I I think I know what you're talking about. I don't think MATLAB has the ability to export to VHDL. I just assumed you were talking about that. But no, I think what you're talking about is you've got some MATLAB code that does a function and you want to convert that function into hardware in VHDL. That's doable. But I wouldn't trust any automated thing to do that. Any software tool that claims to be able to convert MATLAB code to VHDL. No, well, it could save you some time. It can get you up and running, then you could tweak it maybe. But you really have to know what you're doing. But if you know what you're doing in VHDL, you're better off just writing it yourself from scratch. iPhone app for the 121GW. We now have a Macintosh in here, the dumpster Macintosh. We needed the Macintosh before we could write the iPhone app. And we actually don't have an iPhone. Neither myself or David or anyone else we know has a bloody iPhone. So I'm going to have to get an iPhone. But in theory, it should just compile. Yeah, David will probably start working on it next week. Oh, no, no, David actually could be away for a while. Actually, kind of starting this week. He's got a commitment that he can't get out of. And, yeah, so we're not sure if or when he's going to be away and for how long. So, EEVblog office tour. Anyway, so it's probably the next thing we'll get him to work on. He's working on the micro supply stuff. We got the LCD data sheet back for the custom LCD. So probably my next video, I don't have a schedule of videos, but probably my next video I think will be about, the next part in the Design Your Own LCD series, and it'll be looking at the data sheet we got back, the PDF data sheet and the pinout and everything from the LCD manufacturer. They're working on the samples at the moment. They'll send us the samples. We're getting like 5 samples. It's really cheap. It's like $150 or something. Unbelievably cheap. Wow. And for a fully custom LCD. Unbelievable. And then I'm just going to design a little, little demo board or whatever that has the ARM processor and the LCD. What is it? A Holtec LCD driver chip we're using or something. And once we get the samples, we'll plug it in and we'll exercise it. That'll be the next video after that. It's an April Fool's, Brian. Greetings from Hungary. Oh, look, estimate. Okay, if you want an estimate on the 121GW, look, it'll take us at least a month. Even if we're really efficient at this, where there's 1,200 meters to deliver in 70 different countries. The logistics of it takes a while. But yeah, we're planning to have it done by April. I think if we couldn't start at least ship most of them by April, we were probably doing something wrong. As long as nothing else goes wrong, we still keep finding stuff, all little things that we have to fix and whatnot. And so yeah, I would say May, early May, April, May. Bloody hell, the whole year's just pissed away. I swear as I get older, it goes faster. That's a real thing, isn't it? It's a real psychology thing. They've done research on that. And anyway, what? Arranged marriage? What? Oh, iPhone simulator. Okay, to get started. Oh, I didn't know there was a thing. Okay, I guess there is, yeah. Or we can just put it up there and say, hey, if you've got an iPhone, test it for us. We'll crowdsource the testing. How about that? San Diego, good night. Good on you, Bob. Right. No, I've never priced a custom OLED display module. That'd be interesting. But if you're doing an OLED module, you'd just do the dot matrix, wouldn't you? Like, does anyone do like segment? Oh yeah, they do segmented OLED. No. Does anyone do segmented OLED modules? Can you? Can you like get the big segments? Otherwise you just do the dot matrix, right? I can't. There's OLED multimeters, but they're all dot matrix. I can't recall a segmented, custom segmented OLED. Maybe you could do one. You almost clicked my comment. I don't know. What do you do if you click a comment? Go to channel. I can report you or I can block you. What the plants crave. Okay. Oxygen. Is it one of those trick questions? Bacon. Bacon. I haven't had bacon in a while. Mrs. EEVblog doesn't let me have bacon. Got to have it on the sly. There's a good B&E shop near here. Oh, they make a good B&E. Oh, shit. Now I'm going to have to go get one. No, tomorrow's Sunday. I'm going to have to... still got a banana. I'm going to eat my banana. Yes, I do peel my bananas like that. Sure, someone will screenshot that and meme it. I don't get too much of that. The iPhone app can't be tested on an iPhone without going through the App Store or via the developer toolkit. Oh, really? Yeah, we would. Okay, yeah, we'd have to publish it, wouldn't we? We'd have to push it out, right, to the App Store. Jeez. Okay. Well, guess we're in for a long slog. Yeah, OLED modules with different colors. Yeah. No, I hate the new Nokia 3310. It looks stupid. No. No, I have not seen Ready Player One yet. I was like, because I was so busy on Thursday, I can't, when it was released here, I can't remember. Yeah, it was Multimeter stuff. Shit was hitting the fan and we had to deal with it. And I was going to go on Thursday. And first day it opened, I didn't get a chance. Friday was more Multimeter stuff. Then Friday night, I was going to take Mrs. EEVblog to see it. You know, date night. A rare date night. Married with 2 kids. You know what I'm talking about. And then she couldn't do it because the kids and the babysitter grandparents, you know, like, yeah, it was all, it didn't happen. Yep. So, and Huxley's just not sleeping at the moment, you know, and needs mummy. And so we can't go out at night and leave him with babysitters. He just like goes Burko if she's not there, and it's just, yeah, it's not, things aren't happening at the moment. Makes it hard. So I have not seen it yet. I'm really bummed. Damn right, it's a crime. Backspace Jack. I love your name. Backspace Jack. It's like Outback Jack. Seen the movie? No, yeah, what was it? Outback Jack used to be a wrestler back in the 80s in the WWF when it was back then. Before it became the WWE. Outback Jack. Anyone remember Outback Jack? Anyone remember, for bonus points, his finishing move? His finishing move. Come on. Trivia. Trivia. What was Outback Jack's finishing move? Don't Google it. Don't Google it. I want a response in 5 seconds. You can probably Google it in 5 seconds, right? Hello from the Czech Republic. You win the internet if you can answer the question first. What was Outback Jack's finishing move? The roundhouse. No. Flying kangaroo kick. No. 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 No, you're all wrong. You're all wrong. No one's got it yet. It's a trivia hour here on EEVblog. Maybe I should do some more trivia. Maybe I can do live trivia every week and people can win the internet. No, I don't remember Around the Twist. Come on. Nobody has got it yet. Nobody. You telling me that if you Google the boomerang, Captain Sausages wins the internet. The boomerang, which was just a back of the head clothesline. The boomerang. Yep. No, it wasn't the frog splash. Wasn't an Eddie Guerrero frog splash. Yeah, I'm kind of into wrestling. I used to be. Not really into it these days. But it's entertaining. That'd be hard shit, man. That'd be really hard on your body. Those guys are just seriously, and girls who do it, they just destroy their bodies, man. It's nuts. Imagine being on the road, doing house shows 4 times a week. Wow. No, 3D is bullshit. No, 3D is bullshit. Repeat after me, everyone. 3D is bullshit. Bullshit. No, I refuse to watch anything in 3D. No. No. No, isn't 3D dead yet? It's pretty. You can't buy 3D TVs anymore, can you? Oh, maybe you still can, but they don't promote it. It's just bullshit. Hate it. Doesn't do anything for me at all. I'm not really into RF stuff. Sorry, I can't pronounce your Russian, presumably Russian acrylic name. There, is it? So yeah, I'm not really into the RF stuff. So if you want SWR, group delay, or Alan Wolke over at what's his call sign? W2AEW. I think it's W2AEW YouTube channel. Search for Alan Wolke. He does that's his thing. That's his thing. He does very good tutorials on that sort of stuff. No, I'm not geocaching much. The Idaho Transfer. 1973. Is it on Netflix? We don't get anything here on Netflix. It's got everything except the movie I want to watch. You can't really Google it, Jeffrey, really, the boomerang? As a multidisciplinary engineer, should you follow whatever path is most lucrative or stick to what you're passionate about? I won't even leave the rest. Stick to what you're passionate about. Don't follow the money. It's dumb. I'm leaving money on the table because I'm not doing straight software. Who cares if you're leaving money on the table? Money just comes and goes. No, don't worry about that. There's printing money all the time. Plenty of money to go around. Don't worry about that. Get it in other ways. No, do something you like. Or if you're into things that challenge you or whatever turns you on, do that. Don't just follow the money. It's stupid. Man, don't do that. There's no way to live. If money comes as a result, like if you're a risk taker and you like, challenges and stuff, and you go join a startup and, it might, 95% chance of it just all going belly up, but there's that 5% chance you'll be a multimillionaire when the stock options vest, then do that. But everyone's financial circumstances are different. I understand that, but one thing that was my dad taught me, and I've been trying to pass on, is the value of money and the value of saving your money. And so that you have screw you money. So if you don't like your job, say screw you and leave. And don't be in fear, never be in fear of losing your job. Never, ever. Work yourself into a position where you don't have to fear losing your job. And money is, make sure you have Cash. 3D's bullshit. You're damn right. 3D died in the 80s. Jaws. I watched Jaws. I watched Jaws 3D a couple of months back. It was on TV. I don't know what possessed me to watch it again. I obviously didn't watch it in with the 3D glasses, but geez, that was bad. That was, I don't. It was so bad. It was almost funny. So I ended up watching most of it, and geez, it was, man. And it was all about the big shark at the end, where the big 3D had exploded. Spoiler alert. It exploded. It comes at you with the... I think I went to... God, did I go see that at the movies? At 3D? It was the thing, man. It was the duck's guts. Back in the 80s. Jaws 3D. Wow. Yeah, it was like... so bad. No, David 2 does not have a channel. He doesn't like to be called Dave. He's David. David 2 does not have a channel of his own. He does not have any social media presence. He's a nerd who shuns all social media presences. Yep. No, he really doesn't like doing video. Like, I kind of have to, whip him to do a video. And he's like, and he gets stressed about doing them. And it's just not his thing. And he tries, which is why you haven't seen more of it. Back to the Future is not even on Netflix. Yes, it is. Last I looked, it was on Netflix. They had all three, I think. I don't think I can make any money with what turns me on, yeah. Well, I don't know. There's a market for everything. Does Australia still have problems with internet service providers having a monopoly? Not really. No, not service providers. There's literally... I've got NBN to the office here. The box is just there. Fibre. Over the roof. Fibre goes down the wall. Just here. There's fibre on the wall. Comes down to the box. And I can choose any service provider I want. And I'm not locked into a contract. I can change a service provider every month if I want. So... that's a good thing about one of the good things about the NBN. If you've got fibre, it's okay, but we can't get more than 100 megbits. So, anyway. What phone am I using? Oh, a Motorola thing. Motorola Droid. Droid X or something. I think it's a Droid X. It's the one with the shatterproof screen. Because we were running Sonys. Both wife and I were running Sonys, and they were really nice, but the screens would break all the time. And especially Mrs. EEVblog, she's carrying around a baby all the time, when Huxley was born, and she was just going through screens like there was no tomorrow. And we just went, enough of this bullshit. Where like after fixing the screen for the third or fourth time, I think she smashed 3 screens and I smashed 1 eventually, just dropping it. So we went, right, there's 2 things we're looking for in a smartphone. One is that it has a shatterproof screen, which I think it's a Droid X something, has supposedly shatterproof. Can't shatter it, 5-year warranty on shattering or something. And a super long battery life. I get like 3 days battery life out of this thing. It's enormous. Like, I don't use it a huge amount. I'm not listening to music and watching videos on it and all that sort of bullshit. But I got Wi-Fi always turned on, Bluetooth always turned on. And I'll get 3 days out of this. It's great. Yeah, 2-ounce copper if you're doing heat sinking on a board. Yeah, nice and fat. No, David's more back office. He's like working on the micro supply, working on the 121GW, stuff like that. Stuff that has sort of like long-term payback for me. Because it's impossible for me to justify his full-time wage. I'm paying him the same or more than what a contract design house offered him, because he had 2 job offers. He was deciding between a contract design house and here. And he, you know, he wanted me to match, I think it was even match the offer or something from the design house. So yeah, you know, so I'm paying him real engineering wages, and it's hard to justify that. You know, if I look at what have you done in the last 2 weeks to justify your wages, that automatically go out, and like, you just can't. So you got to think long term. It's a long term commitment. You know, I know it's X thousands per year, and over the long term, it's either have a full-time employee or you don't. You know, it's pretty much that. So, yeah, yep. No, ask my accountant. Soldering tutorial in 3D. I kind of like that. YouTube supports 3D now, doesn't it? But it wouldn't be a joke. Like, it'd be a real thing. It'd just maybe suck ass. Yeah, maybe I'll do a video on the TS100. God. So many fanboys want me to justify their purchase. Most people who ask me about the TS100 already have one. And they think it's the duck's guts, and they want me to do a video telling the world it's the duck's guts so that it justifies their purchase. I'm sure that's what it is. Dumpster diving. Any news? I don't know. I'll do a snap poll here. Snap poll. What do you think I should do with the dumpster hacking channel? It's got 12,000 subscribers last I looked. It's got no videos. I thought what I could do is, like, because I wouldn't name it hack, I just rename it to EEV Dumpster and just re-upload all my dumpster diving videos, and it's just got a channel of dumpster diving videos. Because I don't like just hitting delete on it. I don't like it sitting there doing nothing. So I don't know. What do you think I should do with it? Should I just like upload all my existing dumpster content on there? But then that gets into a channel for everything separate. You know, like that's the path that I said I wouldn't go down years ago, was like separating my, actually diluting my content. That's the word, diluting my content. Geez, it's getting dark. Man, I hate the lack of daylight saving. 20 to 6, and it's in another 20 minutes, it'll be black here. Unbelievable. Don't like it. I like daylight saving. No, I'm not planning to review the Pit Kit 4. I don't care. Metcow fanboy alert. Warning. Lewis Rossman tried and liked it. Yeah, I saw it. It's highly recommended or something. Did he? I haven't watched it. But, or maybe I could do smell-o-vision. YouTube's now introduced smell-o-vision. That'd be a great YouTube gag, April Fool's gag for YouTube. Have I ever met an engineer who thought he was the duck's guts when they fell short? Not so much an experienced engineer, because you get caught out pretty quick. If you're hopeless, like you're really like, you know, yeah, it's really hard to keep up the charade. Or maybe there's a few, but they're more like managers who thought they were like engineering managers who thought they were the duck's guts, and they were just shit managers, you know. Here we go. Look, I'll make my. Ooh. People can see it getting darker outside now. There we go. Hey, I'm bigger. Where was I? Yeah. More like managers, but engineers. I vividly remember this. I was interviewing. Were they? No, it wasn't working. No, it wasn't. It wasn't graduates. The position was for someone with like a year or two's experience, right? And we were hiring someone with microcontroller skills. You know, we wanted to do some microcontroller stuff. We needed another person to do that. And I could have done it, but I was working on other things at the time. Anyway, we're hiring a microcontroller person. I was looking, we've got hundreds of resumes, looking through them. This guy sounded great, Did he have a master's? I don't know, but, he's from the Uni of New South? I don't know. Anyway, and he sounded really good, and he had like a year or two's experience, industry experience. Can't remember who it was with. And he, I remember his resume, microcontroller expert, and but his resume sounded good, right? So I asked him in for an interview, sitting there interviewing him, and I was asking, really basic, and I got the vibe, straight away that this guy could be a more BS, than not. So, I sort of asked some, really, it's asked really dumb questions really base level knowledge questions in an interview to weed out if people are bullshitting or not. And I can't remember what one of my questions was. Name me 3 different microcontroller brands, right? Couldn't do it. Couldn't even give me one. This guy's on his resume, microcontroller expert. And I was actually when he walked in, he was immaculately dressed, and he brought in his portfolio. Was it a master? I can't remember. No, it was his thesis project. Yeah, it wasn't a master's. I don't think it was a master's thesis. It was just his thesis project. It was a microcontroller-based data logger or something. I can't remember what it was. And it was very comprehensive documentation. So I'm flipping through the documentation. I was reasonably impressed. And I thought, I'll ask him questions from his own thesis project. Couldn't answer a thing from his own. And I'm going, look, even if I show you the schematic on this page, can you explain how it works? And nah. He was just full of shit. Man, unbelievable. So I don't know who wrote his thesis project, because it wasn't him. Unbelievable. Then again, kind of guilty as charged, for I have not written people's theses, but I've designed projects for them for their thesis back in the day, when I was young and stupid. Everyone knows, Dave, he's the designer, he can design stuff. And everyone just came to me. And I'd do it if they shouted me lunch. I'd go and design the circuit over lunch, almost on the back of a napkin at the, local Macca's or something. I worked cheap back then. Yep. Anyway. Hello, fellow electronics nerds. Shit managers, Elon Musk. Well, yeah, I don't know. 250 people. Yeah, I've probably got 20 videos, Toby. Probably got 20 videos, dumpster diving videos, maybe at least 15. I think. Yeah, it's probably a series. I could upload them. Why not? It'll piss people off who still don't know it's a joke. And there'll be no Ben Heck. It'll just be me uploading content they've already seen, and it'll just piss people off even more. It's great. Sometimes I love my job. Solar freaking helicopters. Yeah, I'm sure the TF100 is great for a portable soldering iron, for sure. Yeah, that's what it's for. That's what Mike from Mike's Electric Stuff reviewed it as, a portable iron. And yeah, and he wasn't dumb enough to make the comparison with a bench iron. Yeah, I can, Jeff. I can sniff out an engineering phony in a couple of seconds. Doesn't take long. It's seriously, you just get the vibe. And it really doesn't take long at all. Just, a minute or two of talking to someone, and they're like interviews. You can spot the difference between nervous and people who know their shit, and just people who are just, crapping on. How many years of experience do I have in electronics? That gives away my age. Depends. If you're talking professional or hobby, like I've got 35 years hobby, yeah. No, I got over 25 years industry experience, I think. I can't remember. Something like that. I don't know. Did he outsource it to China? I'm not trying to remember when this was. I was working at Sercel, was it Tallies at the time? I don't know. Same building. The company changed names like 4 times. I swear. It went from GEC Marconi. I joined when they were GEC Marconi at the old Meadowbank facility, which is now apartment buildings. It's so sad. Go look up. You won't find, I don't think you'll find a scrap of it. No, I won't say there's not a scrap of evidence. I think I did this on, was it a live show on the forum or something? I looked, I Google mapped it, and this Meadowbank GEC Marconi in Australia used to have this big facility at Meadowbank, which is a suburb here. And it was huge. They had like 20 different buildings, like a campus kind of thing. And they had their own, it was the biggest water test tank in the Southern Hemisphere. They had their own ceramic hybrid ceramic production facility and everything. It was huge. And it's just all apartment buildings now. And the only thing left are a couple of the street names. That's it. It's just gone. A couple of the original buildings are still there. I don't know, but they're not GEC Marconi anymore. But it's just all, the whole place is just all this new, apartment, fancy apartment complexes and stuff. How are job prospects for someone who is applying for EE job in Australia? If you're good enough, there's always a job. What more do you desire to accomplish in your career? Any lofty goals? No, not really. I'm just cruising, having fun. My hobby turned into my career. Do a video about questions you can get on an interview for starters. Yeah, I've done 2 or 3 videos on job interview, like not interview stuff, but maybe something like that, job tips and stuff like that. I can't remember if I had interview questions in there or not. It's been too long ago. Oh, right. Sorry, Nathan. You weren't asking me. That was an interview question. Yes. What more desire to accomplish in your career? Any lofty goals? I hate that. Those questions are bullshit. Tin Whiskers. The only one who calls this number is Mrs. EEVblog. Hello? Yeah, I thought it was you. I'm doing a live show. Say hello. Hang on. Say hello. Hello. Speak to the audience. Oh.
Hello, EEVblog fan.
That's it?
That's it. I need to ask you to do something.
Sorry? Oh, she needs to ask me to do something. Yes, dear. Yes? Oh, yeah. I was going to get that. I'll drop by the lab on the way back and get it. Yep. All right. Yeah, because we have to do quite a few of those, I think. Yep. Cool. Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks. Bye. Mrs. EEVblog. Busted. Yeah, she's tasked me. Got a task to do on the way home. Got to drop by the lab. But the lab is on the way home, so it's all right. It's not far between the office, the lab, and the and home. The best thing I ever did was get an office in the business park near home, because traveling for work sucks ass. And I can ride my bike here. I can drive a couple of minutes. It's like 3-minute drive or something. It's like a 6-minute bike ride, or it's like a 15-minute walk or something. It's not far. What? You couldn't hear the missus? Yeah, the angry pixies will fall. Yes, I will forget. I wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time I'll forget. What's the time? 5 to 6. All right. The kids have bath at 7. I've usually got to be home by 7. Otherwise I get in trouble. I shouldn't even be working today. It's like, but because of things going on, I had to do some stuff during the week. So to compensate, I did some stuff today. But I didn't even get done what I wanted to today. I don't know. I took Sagan to soccer this morning. I didn't get in until like 1 o'clock. So, I got a buttload of emails to get through. Yeah, Tin Whiskers 102. Tin Whiskers 102. I was talking about that when the phone rang. Lucky I remembered. I'm amazed I remember that. Can you see it getting dark outside? Tin Whiskers 102 has been available for a long time to supporters, to patrons, and supporters on the EEVblog forum. It's out there. The video's out there. The video is out there. Oh, look. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, no. If I log into EEVblog2 here you go. Switch account. Hang on. Hopefully it won't die on me. Scope draw. Oh, no. I'm still here. I'll give you the link. Hang on. This is all, hang on. Create a studio. Video manager. Yeah, I'm getting there. Estimated revenue for the month, $250 on EEVblog2. It's actually quite a bit considering like it's a second channel. $250 a month. It's pretty good. Can't complain about that. Okay. Promise not to tell anyone. Two hours and 44 minutes. Yeah, it's soccer. Yes, it's soccer here. It's not football. Football is, we have two different types of football. Well, three. We have rugby football, we have AFL, Australian Rules Football, and we have the NRL, the National Football League. So, no, soccer is called soccer here. It's not called... no, I don't own an EV. They're very expensive here. Ridiculously expensive. Seriously, if everyone says, why don't I buy a Tesla? Yeah, you want to know how much a Tesla costs here? They start at about 120,000 Australian dollars and go upwards. Like, seriously, because we have no subsidies or anything here, plus the import tax, plus the US to Aussie conversion factor. Like, you cannot buy a Tesla here for under $100,000. And the Model 3, the new Model 3 coming out, it would cost 60 grand, probably, I think, at least. Maybe even more with the options. So, you know, the extra pack. And no, I'm not into audio. No. So, yeah, I'm not going to... If I was going to get an EV, I get a second-hand. Occasionally, I've looked into second-hand. So I've done a test drive, some second-hand EVs and, you know. Yep. What design software programs experienced needed for EE graduate? Depends on the country you're in. If you're here in Australia, of course, Altium is the de facto standard. You know, nobody else cares about anything else. Probably if you were going to... Well, in EE graduate, I guess you're expected to know MATLAB, maybe. MATLAB's a thing. Don't all graduates learn MATLAB these days? You know, that's handy. As far as PCB software goes, Altium would be your most general purpose one in the industry. So I would say if you had to learn one, learn Altium. Learn like Altium Circuit Maker or something like that, and then you can put Altium Circuit Maker on the thing, and maybe they're dumb and they won't see that it's Circuit Maker instead of the full Altium, and they'll go, oh, Altium, you know. Get your foot in the door anyway. Andreas, what am I not into? Have you ever been into audio? Yeah, no, I'm not into audio. No, doesn't really interest me. You call it high school in Australia as well. Yes, we do, high school. They say that in some ports in northern UK as well for some reason. Yeah, it's high school here. And you do the HSC, the Higher School Certificate. The Higher School Certificate, which is the equivalent to the SATs in the US, I think, which is the score that gets you into university. College in the US, it's called university here, it's college in the US. Here, college is different. College is a technical college, kind of like a community, maybe like a community college in the US, I guess. Kind of. Not quite. Partial differential equations, do you avoid them? No, I don't really encounter them. Never really. I couldn't tell you the last time if I ever partial differential equations. It's the last of my water. Yeah, a used leaf would be nice. Yeah, I looked at, like 4 or 5 months ago, I was looking around at used leafs, but I don't know, my little Toyota Corolla's all right. Doesn't use much petrol, gas. Yeah, I'm still considering getting a battery. I was going to do that at the end of last year, and I don't know. Things. Sinclair C5, oh yeah. Thoughts of New Zealand? Meh. I like New Zealand. Want to go back there. Probably next holiday. If we take the kids on a plane somewhere, it'd probably be to New Zealand. Yeah, the luxury car tax and all that sort of stuff, yeah. Yeah, it's huge. So expensive. Go to tesla.com.au. You want me to do it? Jeez. Is it tesla.com? It's probably... Nah. Tesla.com. And then a little region shop. There you go. Australia. Where are we? Asia Pacific. Australia. Little bloody ripper. All right. Order yours. Let's order our... Oh, sorry. Let's order a Tesla. I'll put one in my shopping cart. Shall I? Should I get the Model X or the Model S? Let's go the Model S. So you can't even select the Model 3. Right, so let's go to standard Model S. Design Studio. We can design our own Tesla. Let's design our own Tesla. Let's just go for the base model Wimpy 75D with its 75 kilowatt hour battery. Right, not this P100D rubbish. 490 kilometer upgrade to the 100 kilowatt hour battery for more... What? Really? The standard one gets up to 490 kilometers. Yeah. See? Oh, yeah, look, there it is. There it is. $113,000. 113,200 Aussie bucks. June delivery. It's only $1,082 a month. Estimated loan repayment at 4.59%. No wuckers. 20% down payment. Oh, what if we choose 10%? Can't afford that. What if we choose 10, you know? There you go. Down payments. Oh, it's only $837 a month. And there you go. 40 grand down payment. 60 monthly payments with a final balloon payment for a total payable amount of $148,000. So if you pay it using their finance plan, cash, do you get a cash discount? No, see? You got to, like, drive-away price. There you go. Right? Look, it says, right? Look, 113,200, but the drive-away price is 131,000 Australian dollars. That's like 110,000 US or something. 105, 110,000 US. That's for the base model 75D. Right? If you go up to the 100D, look at this, $168,000 drive away. So even if you walked up with a bag of cash to the showroom, it's $168,000, right? And then this is just the standard battery pack, right? So yeah, look, $140,000 price, but by the time you after incentives and petrol savings, what? Or is that the US price? No. I don't know. Anyway, who cares? The drive-away price, $168,000. You want a P100D, $250,000 smackers. $250,000 smackers. Holy crap. Is that like Elbonian dollars? Or is that like, you know, almost a smidget, half of a width of a fag paper below $250,000? Wow. Wow. P100D, the ultimate Tesla performance. Oh, you do get the extra battery pack with that. There you go. But you can go 613 kilometers with a 250 kilometer an hour top speed. See? And people wonder why I why I don't own a Tesla. There you go. Yep. Elbonian pesos. Oh, is that the official currency of Elbonia? Is the Elbonian peso? Yeah. Does it detect pedestrians with bikes? Well, it can't detect bollards when the line splits, apparently. Yeah. Anyway, see? That's why I don't own a Tesla. Because even the dicky little base model, the Tinky toy, right? The Dinky toy is 140,000. Has it gone up? Wasn't it 136,000? Has the exchange rate dropped and changed since we in the last 5 minutes? Estimated petrol savings, but you'll save $2,300 in petrol. But you've got to pay for the electricity to. Yeah. Anyway, if we upgrade, do we get the smart air suspension included? Oh, doesn't the base model have a smart air suspension? No? Yes, it does. Wow. 178K. What? It's gone up, right? Anyway, I can have one in June. There you go. But yeah, there you go. $250,000. Wow. And you wonder why we don't buy a Tesla. And everyone's, like, yeah, get a Tesla, Dave. Sure, no worries. It'll be a company car, right? I'll claim it as a company tax deduction. Beautiful. All right, bloody Tesla. $250,000. See, I wasn't kidding. People thought I was kidding. Yeah, you can buy one in, yeah, they're all the rage in California because, that's where they are, so you don't pay, there's probably no, you get to the, what is it, like, you get like 20 grand discount or something, don't you? It's crazy. Like a subsidy. Taxpayers paying for the toys for the rich boys. No, I would not get one if my wife let me. I'd rather have... Surely I could convince the guy who owns the Time Machine DeLorean here in Sydney to sell me his Time Machine DeLorean for $250,000. I'd rather spend, if I had $250,000 to spend on a car, buying a Time Machine DeLorean. No, for that sort of money, I could get one I could buy a DeLorean, get it converted in the US and have it shipped here for like probably, I don't know, $100,000 maybe? I don't know. Anyone? Damn right. If I was rich, the first thing if I was buying a car, I would get a time machine DeLorean. I'm serious. I'd get a time machine DeLorean. And it'd be an absolute dog. And it'd break down all the time, but I wouldn't care because I'd have a freaking time machine DeLorean. I think you just saw the price update in real time. Really, Aaron? It updated in real time. Oh, great. Yeah, I'm sure it was different when I went back. Honda EV. I don't think we is that here yet? I don't think there's a Honda EV here yet, is there? I don't know. I haven't. This is EEVblog again. Yes. Yes. Oh, you want me to come home now? Oh. All right, no worries. I'll come home now. See ya. Bye. By way of the lab. Sorry guys, gotta go. Family stuff. I've been called home. Thanks for joining me. Catch you next time. How do I stop this damn thing? I always forget how to